Well, a very good morning, afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be coming from. We are live on Sail Talk Saturday.
It is Sail Talk Saturday, and we are in Phoenix, Arizona, which is a little bit different.
And we're together.
I mean, there's all sorts of cool things here happening, and so it is super exciting to be home. I've got a little hair right there. Okay.
Protein
Great.
breakfast.
Hello. Welcome back to Sail Talk Saturday in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot. We've got a lot to unpack with you today. A lot.
You didn't bring your notes.
I didn't bring my notes. What notes?
What articles are we talking about?
I need my laptop.
I know.
I wonder where it is. Okay, well, we'll just jump in and we'll eventually get there.
We'll get it. Yep.
We'll eventually get there. There are so many stories that we have to tell you from our most recent cruise, Rocky's most recent cruise, our upcoming cruise. There's just a ton to talk about. But first, let's jump into the comments and see who's here. I'm curious.
Bud was the first one in this morning. Good morning to you, Bud.
I love when you get here early and are just like, hello, you are just a bright ball of sunshine for us.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Eric Maxey is also here. Good morning to you, Eric.
Hey, Eric. Good morning.
Thank you for being here. Good morning to Marcy. I saw on Marcy's Facebook some pictures of the little puppy getting bigger and super playful, and puppy love. Puppies are fun.
Marcy asked a great question the other day in the Carnival Cruise Line group around the Vista class of ships and the continued propulsion issues. Speaking of one of the stories, Carnival Vista, may she rest in peace. Oh, no. She's still a good girl and she's a good ship, but she has had so many issues. I mean, I'm certain you have seen it in cruise news. She is out of commission again. She's currently in commission, but limping along and is going out of commission September 7th for yet another unplanned dry dock. This marks multiple unplanned dry docks for this ship now because they cannot get this propulsion system fixed and in working order. No. So Marcy's question was, is this going to impact Carnival Firenze and Carnival Venezia too? Now, we've followed this since since Carnival announced them coming over. There's no information about which Azipod systems that they use, which is odd. Yeah. Because you can track down the specific model and detailed information. I know we're cruise nerds. There's no specific information, but over 40 of Carnival Corporation ships have these Azipods installed. And it only appears to be the Carnival version of the Vista class that has had any sort of issues.
Strange.
What's going on? And is ABB on the hook to fix these things for Carnival? Anyway.
I mean, someone's got to be. This is an impact on revenue streams at this point.
Yes.
So
Marcy posted the question, and someone, of course, said, "What does it matter? It doesn't actually impact anything." And I was just like, what are you talking about? They've canceled how many cruises now and had to refund? So the Vista, for those canceled on September 7th, they got 100% of their money back and 100% future cruise credit. So that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Okay.
That is cool. Okay. Now that all these other comments have come.
Good morning, Marcy.
That was. Good morning to my parents.
Hey, good morning.
I need tweezers. I have a piece of hair stuck in my...
This is weird. What is going on this morning? We are just happy to be home. Honestly, Hero is upstairs snoozing. We cuddled all night long. He did not leave my side. It was wonderful.
Hello, Patrick. Good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining in.
I'm going to ask Paul if he can grab my laptop. Grab my laptop.
Okay. Well, you're making Paul do work. He's the poor, injured...
Paul is feeling so much better. He watched over Hero last week while we were on the Norwegian Sky. That's the NCL Sky. I've got my Norwegian shirt back there. Feel free. I would say Norwegian is anything but feeling free. We'll talk. We'll talk. Anyway. Okay. Yes. Who else is here?
Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Thank you for joining us on our last week Sail Talk Saturday. We did enjoy quite a few bushwhackers actually on board the Norwegian Sky, as well as in port of St. Thomas.
They were delicious. The bushwhackers on board, they did a really nice job. I was very impressed with them. Yeah. What? I'm just trying to figure out where my laptop. I might be able to grab my. I got it, Paul. I got my laptop right here. Okay. Look at that. There's some other surprises in this bag too. Did you see it? It was almost like that was planned.
I know. It was. Hi, Leandra. I'm glad that you made it. We're so happy to have you. How are you feeling? How are you feeling from your
COVID.
your bout of COVID and Paxlovid, metal taste and everything?
We are not HIPAA compliant, FYI.
No.
I'm kidding. Yes, we hope you are feeling so much better,
Yes.
Leandra. And thank you again. We were able to have a couple of cocktails on board. We just had a great time. We'll tell you about it.
Yeah, we will. Hey, Brian. Thanks for tuning in.
You know what?
Yep.
We still have yet to book another Sailing with Brian show.
Shoot, you're right. We were talking about early 25, weren't we?
Just saying. Yep, just saying. And he sent us some fun pictures by the pool the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, just okay. Anyway,
oh my gosh.
we've got so much travel ahead.
Hi, Call Me V. Good to have you here. Oh my gosh, you rang our doorbell.
I rang your doorbell. Apparently my thumb doesn't work.
Oh.
Do any of the animations work?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for ringing our doorbell.
Yay!
There we go. When did we ring the doorbell?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll get there.
Oh no, she's still testing positive.
Oh, just calm. Sorry to hear that you are still testing positive. Hopefully you are at least feeling somewhat better.
Yeah, right.
Gosh.
Still enduring the metallic flavors.
Oof.
Hey, Macrina, thanks for being here. Haven't seen you in a second, but we're happy to have you.
Aww.
Love that.
You know, one of the cool things about this live stream is that a lot of followers will watch it after if they are not able to watch it during the live stream. So, or listen to it. We have several folks comment that we listen to the podcast on the way to wherever they were going. So we always love that.
Right. Macrina and Tom are going to be heading out on the horizon together.
How cool is this
awesome.
Cruise community?
I love
great. This so much. That's amazing. And look at the next one. Rocky and Mark side by side. It's true. It is not an illusion.
It is not this time.
It's not a mirage.
Nope.
It's not a Tropicana.
Oh, why are you naming all the defunct hotels in Las Vegas? That makes me sad.
It's not the Sahara. Wait, that's back.
That's
again,
actually, yeah. That's
SRS,
SLS. Yeah.
Now Sahara. Anyway.
Yeah. Not Riviera.
Contribution cruising. Good morning, Scott. Yes. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Why you wouldn't click on any of those?
Well,
okay.
It's fine.
It's just clicking.
Oh.
Smack that thumbs up.
Thank you, Leandra.
Thank you, Leandra.
Since Blake is not in with us this morning yet.
Yes. Good call. It's a good reminder. It is booster season. So the new COVID vaccine was just approved for those who are interested. And I just got a note from CVS literally as we were setting up, a text from CVS saying it's time for your flu shot.
I got the same notice from Fry's yesterday.
So apparently it's time. Insurance has approved flu shots.
I guess so. We should probably get that done, shouldn't we?
Yes, I do. Mom, fun fact, Mom was never able to get the flu shot because there's egg in it, and she was allergic to whatever was in the flu shot. Yeah, fun fact. Okay, now you know a little bit more about my family. Now you know my security questions on those websites. Yeah. What was your mom allergic to? Egg.
I don't think that's a usual question.
It's not a usual. That's
no. Mike from PA is going on Princess to Alaska. What food can we recommend?
You know, Mike, we're going to be looking to recommendations from you because we have yet to sail on Princess. It is our 2025. That will be we've announced it on Twitter. It will be our 2025 new to us cruise line. We're super excited about that. And so I can't recommend, although I take that back. I can recommend some things. Try the desserts.
Oh,
the Princess premium desserts look epic. I really want you to try at least one of them, please, for us to let us know how they are. Princess Premium Desserts on thiscruiselife.com. That's thiscruiselife.com. You can read all about those premium desserts and see pictures of them. Additionally, Princess rolled out a bunch of additional vegan options. They've vegetarian, plant-based, vegan, and vegetarian options. So there are a lot of unique offerings that Princess has, and so you'll have to let us know. But we've heard good things about both Princess and Hal. Yeah, we've heard, and just the food in general is really good on both Princess and Hal. So we will find out in about 7 months. However many months is left in the Hal. Is it August still? It's 12, 14 more hours of August for us. That's wild. And then we're into September. That's wild. I know. Happy September, y'all. Well, almost. Almost. Leandra's here. Sushi and shrimp to make you feel better.
Actually, it's not sushi and shrimp. That is a coffee and a croissant. But it's a good try.
Someone's gonna need some readers pretty soon.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't it look like sushi and shrimp from afar?
I suppose.
I might just have Norwegian Sky on my mind.
I don't think so. Not based on our sushi experience.
Okay.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh
my gosh.
Leandra. A reunification breakfast
at
at
Snooze.
Snooze. Oh.
Leandra, gosh, thank you.
Amazing.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. We actually probably should get some. We should celebrate the fact that we're in Phoenix.
We should.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Oh, are you playing that?
Of course I am.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much, Leandra. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. And we will put that, I promise you, we will put that to good use.
Yeah.
Did you know, fun fact, we're up to 8,700 subscribers on YouTube.
That's great.
That is fun. So if you haven't already, I haven't said this in a long time.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute since I've said this. Our goal is to hit 10,000 this year. We said it was a stretch goal from the beginning. It's looking like we're stretching, we're trying, we are working hard to get to 10,000. You've helped us get to 8,700 of those subscribers, which is amazing. And the reality is we don't have a lot of new exciting itinerary or ships left this year. And so we have a couple of reviews coming. We've got our full Carnival Conquest ship review. We've got our Carnival Spirit.
We've got
ship
a few
review,
Spirit videos.
A couple of Spirit videos, but I'm talking about full reviews.
Yeah.
And then the Norwegian Sky full review. If you haven't rang that notification button,
yes,
do so because you don't want to miss this one.
Yes.
So we've said since the beginning.
Yeah.
We've said since the beginning we will always lead with positivity, and we will lead with positivity with our Norwegian Sky review as well.
Yep.
But it is one of the few ships. It's one of the few experiences that we literally said 2 days before we got off the vessel, we said, "Can this cruise just be over?"
Yeah.
And so it's definitely story time for Norwegian Sky. And so we're gonna put together the full review. Lots to love, as we always say. There's a lot to be positive about on any vacation. We went to St. Martin, y'all. St. Martin is one of my favorite places on the world.
It was great.
And
Antigua.
Antigua.
Yep.
St. Thomas.
Right. San Juan.
One of my other favorite places in this world.
Right.
I mean, so there was a lot to be happy about on this cruise.
There was. I think we discovered something else about our interest and passion for Norwegian cruise lines as well. So again, you'll want to stay tuned to the channel for those.
I'm like,
those little bits.
Anyway. I loved my time on the Encore.
Yes.
Highly recommended that experience. It was great. There were things that we loved, or I loved, didn't love, and hated about that experience.
Right.
But yeah. Okay, let's see who else is here.
Hi, Sheila.
We haven't even said hello to everyone.
I know.
How rude are we? Sheila.
We're getting through it.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's good morning.
Okay.
Brandy made it in.
Brandy, are you at work right now?
6 more days till her next cruise,
Oh my
and she's heading out on the
gosh.
Sunrise.
Oh, have you been on the Sunrise, Brandy? Remind me. I love that ship.
I haven't even been on the Sunrise. No, I have. I always do that. The Sunrise and Sunshine. I have been on the Sunrise. I have not been on the Sunshine.
This cruise life, y'all. This cruise life.
Yeah.
Yes, you have been on that
I have
ship.
been on the Sunrise.
And
that's
did
where
you
we
like
on.
that?
Yeah, we were on the ship for the celebration, Carnival's 50th year of sailing.
Yes.
When they celebrated with the ship meetup with 6 other ships.
One of the coolest
It was
experiences ever. I know that some people wanted cake, but they said that Carnival didn't do enough for that experience. But I will tell you, as a ship lover and as a cruise lover, to see every single operating class together in the ocean,
cool.
blowing their horns at each other. I got goose. It was cool. I literally still.
Yeah. Call Me B was laughing at you.
I know the Sahara. I was just naming off Vegas places. Yeah, I love it. Those desserts are amazing.
Yes, everyone. So Mike, make sure you're paying close attention. Those desserts are amazing. We've got several people that are.
Did you hear that, Mike? Those desserts are amazing. Now, I do think they have some calories because they look decadent.
No, cruise calories don't count.
Tell
So
that
it's fine.
to my shirts and shorts.
Okay. I'll go into your
calories definitely count, y'all. Even with some of the challenges we had on food on Norwegian Sky, I still feel like we had plenty to eat.
I think we did all right.
We did all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Via's laughing at you.
They look like sushi and shrimp, but maybe, hey, sushi and shrimp might be the solve for COVID. We don't know.
That would be interesting.
We don't know.
Brandy is making a merch order soon. Okay.
Oh, it's so comfy. Okay, and durable.
Okay,
oh, yay.
Thank you.
Look at, oh, there's so much good stuff. We love to wrap.
I'm okay.
You know, I probably should get a new This Cruise Life shirt though for myself, because I wear the same shirt on every embark now. And one of my friends was like, "Do you own any other? I do wear other clothes." So when we always are in the videos in this shirt, it probably looks like this is all we own.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Thank you, Brandy. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
My friend Melissa ordered the sweatshirt.
Yes.
She ordered the sweatshirt,
Yes.
and I think we posted a picture on Instagram.
Possibly.
The sweatshirt looked really cool. Now the sweatshirt, y'all. We won't go into all of how third-party printing and shipping and all of that works.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but it's a lot.
It's a lot. Excuse me.
Oh, are we boring you?
Yep. The MSC Meraviglia Yacht Club was nice. Had Augustine and Kumar as their butlers and had John Sangalang and John Vincent as the waiters in the Meraviglia. Okay.
Houdini. I'll wait. Y'all, this is
No,
the
I
same guy that
remember the
wasn't on the
show.
Carnival
I
Sunshine.
didn't finish reading it.
Okay. Houdini was awesome. On the
Yes,
show.
Houdini was great.
I guess I was just reading ahead.
You
Sorry.
did. You read ahead.
I'm
That's
Patrick.
okay.
Patrick, I'm so glad that you enjoyed the yacht club. I hope that you felt spoiled. I hope that I just hope that you felt as special as we felt in that experience on MSC.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. So awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. And
we're super excited to check out another MSC ship. We met some folks on board that had done the Seaside, Cake by the Ocean. I see something. One of their C-class ships, and they said it was the prettiest, most beautiful ship they have ever been on. And I will say, I think that's something that MSC gets really right in their newer ships. I can't speak to the old ships because we also heard that some of the old ships kind of look a little run down, but the newer ships, they look absolutely beautiful. But that's the trend we're seeing, right? I mean, we've seen the Princess Sun. Some of the pictures of the Sun Princess. I mean, those ships just look unbelievably gorgeous. And so excited to see what's in store.
I'm excited to check it out.
What's going to happen, y'all? Okay, did you see the rumor this week? Did you see the MSC rumor this week about introducing a new class of ships for the brand? Did you see that? That was kind of trending on the interwebs that they are rumored to be announcing a new ultimate class of cruise ships.
Yeah.
What was special about that ultimate class? Do you remember?
Bigger than Icon.
Bigger than Icon, weighing in at a whopping 270,000 gross tons. There's a rumor that how many had they ordered? There were multiple ordered. It was the rumor 3 or 4 ordered from MSC. Now MSC has not confirmed that. Meyer Turku has not. No one has confirmed these rumors.
MSC is using Meyer Turku and not Fincantieri.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Again, rumors spread like wildfire. We do not perpetuate rumors on the channel, but if you saw it out there, we just wanted to comment on it because those would be some massive ships. But this is the trend. We are continuing to see Carnival's 3 new, yet to be named class of ship. Royal just announced how many more icons? How many more icons did they announce this week?
3 at the top.
3 more icons this week. I mean, so there are big ships coming. I can't even imagine the number of berths, the number of beds that are being added to the cruise industry.
I'm very, very curious. So we've been on Harmony of the Seas from Royal Caribbean. And I'm very curious to see how World America from MSC compares to that experience, given that they're about the same size, gross tons capacity and that sort of thing. I'm really going to be curious to see how MSC handles that size of a ship and from a crowd perspective and everything else.
And I wish we would have been doing cruise ship reviews back when we sailed Harmony, because it'd be really cool to compare Harmony to. Someone is knocking at the door. Excuse me for one moment. That's odd. Is that the doorbell?
Oh, is that B? B, are you here?
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Happening live. Bear with us.
Good morning, how y'all doing?
Oh boy, someone is selling windows. Let me turn that. Well, that was quick. He's back. What are they selling?
Nothing. They're not selling anything. Well, they're selling their candidates. Apparently, did you know there's an election coming up somewhere somehow, like November or something? Gosh, that was probably loud right in my eyes. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Anyway, yes. So it'll be very interesting to see, like I said, how World America compares. We are on the inaugural sailing for World America in April of next year. We're thinking about looking at the second sailing after that, as we like to do that with inaugurals, because that first week is always chaotic for the cruise line operator. Yeah, and there's learnings. Fortunately, it's not the first in class. They already have World Europa out. So it'll be interesting to see how that operation goes.
We should do it. We should do a deck plan review for the channel.
I think we should.
Gosh, we should absolutely do a deck plan review for the channel. Same with Norwegian Sky. We're going to do a deck plan. Sorry, now I'm going to readjust myself. We're going to do a deck plan review of Norwegian Sky as well, because we got footage of that entire ship. We'll do a tour kind of deck plan review. Yeah. That is something that I want to tell them.
Yes.
So Norwegian Sky is a 25-year-old ship. It is one of the oldest passenger cruise ships out there. You'd think that was why we may have had some issues. The ship presented beautifully.
Yes.
That ship looked so much better than Celebrity Solstice, which is almost a 10-year newer ship. We were shocked at how much nicer and how much better maintained. Now, you've got some pictures.
I've got some pictures.
Well, they refit the ship just a couple of years ago, and it shows. It literally looks like a brand new ship.
Yeah,
I'll let you take it away with the
Yeah,
pictures.
sure. So this is the Spinnaker Observation Lounge. It's a spot where we spent a lot of our evenings and even Sundays when we were docked in port. We would go up there and get a nice refreshment and just enjoy the views. And it was beautiful. I mean, you could see how nice it was redone.
Look at the Pinnacle Lounge. This is a lounge space that was never used. It was kind of an odd, and they added it. I think they had big visions for it. And then at night it turned into the sushi bar.
Right. The sushi was, wait for our review. But yes, this was a cool, another quiet space up on the top deck of the ship. You also had some really great views where you could see everything that was going on. Why do you want that?
Because I just wanted to react. Did you hear? The sushi was, I mean, just the visual and vocal. I wanted them to see your face. The sushi it left something to be desired.
It left an impression.
It left an impression. Yeah, there we go. I like that.
Yep. So that was Pinnacle Lounge and Sushi Bar. And then La Cucina was the Italian restaurant on board.
Can you actually go back to the first picture, because I do want to pull this up?
To Spinnaker?
No. Yeah, Spinnaker. Scroll down. Can you scroll to the bottom? I agree with Patrick. Reminds me of the top sail lounge. I mean, the space. I mean, it was at the forward of the ship.
Except no canapes.
Except no canapes. You're right. The top sail lounge had those amazing canapes all the time. But Spinnaker, just like the top sail lounge, was at the forward of the vessel. It looked out. What was different though, which was super cool and one of our favorite spots on the ship.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you could do at the very front of the vessel?
It was that outdoor space above the bridge where you had that secret space all to yourself.
You could literally go outside. So imagine if Top Sail Lounge had an outdoor patio space at the front of the ship. Right. Wouldn't that have been so cool?
Yeah.
So it was really neat. You could go up there. You could get your drinks, no canapes, but you could get your drinks and you could go outside, and it was just a gorgeous space at the front of the ship.
Yeah.
You're right, we spent quite a bit of time there. Sorry, I took you away from your pictures. I saw a couple of comments come through.
Well, it's okay, because there's another comment that came through from Lindsay Mashaw that I think is hilarious.
Oh, you saw it. Oh,
Yeah, we posted them to our Instagram and Twitter, I think.
Not only that, but I also posted it on the Facebook group for our sailing. The sushi. Because I don't think you have the sushi, right?
I don't. No,
I'm gonna show them my phone. I mean, it's gonna do it just as much justice as they did it in the presentation. I'll let you continue while I pull this up.
Okay. Yeah, it was definitely a very interesting experience in there, and you could tell that the lounge was not designed for dining so much. Did you turn up your brightness?
Oh, sorry.
There you
I'm
go.
learning, y'all. I'm still learning. Okay. This was the presentation of the sushi. It was just.
That was a spicy tuna roll.
Now I'm going to share with you a comparison, the presentation on Margaritaville at Sea, budget cruise line. This was the presentation of their sushi. I don't know if it shows up on the camera, probably not.
Yeah, it's not as great.
But you've got, I mean, it was just such a sad, the roll wasn't cut uniformly, it didn't hold together, and it just looked like it was just plopped on that plate. It just,
Not great.
Thank you, Lindsay, for sharing that.
Not great. So then, we also did La Cucina, which is the Italian restaurant, and La Cucina was also a beautifully redesigned space. So during the daytime, La Cucina would turn into an extension of the lunch buffet offerings, and so they had pizza and they had your soups that you really enjoyed.
They had ramen. They had a ramen bar, and every day it was a rotating ramen. So one day it was beef, one day it was chicken, one day it was just a veggie ramen. I mean, and the bowls, they were those giant soup salad bar on board Carnival.
Fresh Creations.
Fresh Creations. They were those giant salad bowls that you normally see at Fresh Creations, only with ramen.
Mm-hmm.
Far too much broth. Far too much broth versus the ingredients. But honestly, some of the best stuff that I had on board. What'd you lose?
Nothing, myself. I feel like I'm falling down.
Some of the best soup that we had on board. But again, another beautiful space. And then at night, like you were saying, it
turns into the Italian restaurant, which was mwah.
The Italian restaurant may have been my favorite meal on board.
Best risotto on the ship.
We met people on board that were very regular Norwegian cruisers, and he's like, "You've got to go to the Italian restaurant, and you've got to get the filet."
Yeah, weird.
I am not getting a filet mignon at the Italian restaurant when I am going to Cagney's later in the week. And he's like, "Trust me." He's like, if you don't like that filet, he's like, well, then we have different tastes. And I was like, okay, I will do it. I'll get the filet. And on top of the filet, it was served with blue cheese ravioli.
Yes.
I've been on a lot of cruise ships. I've been to a lot of steakhouses. It was by far top three fillets I have ever had in my life at an Italian restaurant on a cruise ship. It was butter. It melted in my mouth. The blue cheese ravioli complemented it. The peppercorn sauce that was on the plate. I mean, it was honestly one of the best meals I've had. So I thanked the regular and NCL cruisers. Clearly, they knew what they were talking about.
Yep.
I thanked them for the recommendation, and I would love to have that again.
I'll tell you, I had to beg him to let me have a taste of it.
Y'all, that is so not true. You know that. Maybe a little true. It was so good.
It was.
Okay, sorry. So that's the Italian restaurant.
Yep.
Did anyone, okay, question.
No.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, I pulled up the ramen bar stuff. And then while we're talking about the design of the ship, just some beautiful spaces. They have your standard Starbucks on board. We managed to, have a few of the wonderful Irish coffees while we were sailing, which were also super delicious.
Yep.
I'm just pulling some stuff off the screen here so I can show it a little bit better. You have the guest services and that's fine, it's been like that. Guest services and shore excursions desk looked really nice. And then the Bliss Lounge was also a really great space where we found ourselves spending quite a bit of time as well.
I mean, we spent a lot of time there. We don't normally spend a lot of time in that space, but there was nothing really else to do.
Right.
And so it was interesting. Anyway, we'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
Okay, we missed a bunch of comments.
So I'm scrolling back up.
So I'm going to wrap that section while you scroll back up. Point being, it was a beautiful ship. I mean, we
Yes.
were super impressed with how the Norwegian Sky looked. We were super impressed with all of the specialty restaurants that they've added on board, all of the new spaces that they've updated. The rooms were completely overhauled. That
Yes.
room was, I said this last night driving back from the airport, that was one of the best rooms I have had on a cruise ship. It was quiet. Margaritaville at Sea Islander actually was quieter. Oh gosh. Now I'm thinking about I'm thinking about my favorite rooms.
It was quiet.
But it was quiet and it was really nicely appointed, redone.
Yeah.
The bathroom was old, but it's a 25-year-old ship, and so I would expect that. It was, when I say old, it had the old circular shower. That was, I mean, it felt a little cramped, but overall, it was a really well done ship.
It was. It was very nice.
We have nice things to say.
We do.
Okay.
We have a few. All right, coming back to the comments, Barbara, good morning to you. We finally got you. I don't know if you're still on or not.
She was on for a few minutes, and she's probably been gone for an hour now.
Yeah, this comment was about 16 minutes ago.
We've been showing pictures of ships. We like ships.
And we cannot lie. Macrina will experience a partial lunar eclipse on harvest moon in Aruba and Bonaire, respectively. That's cool.
That's super cool. What sailing is that?
Right? Can you give us the... Oh, is that on the horizon?
I was going to say, speaking of... Carnival's just added Eclipse sailings.
Yeah, so everyone's doing that. Carnival did it, Virgin did it. Hal was like the ones that started it all.
I've been on multiple Eclipse sailings now, y'all. I've been on one. You've been on one.
Yep.
And remember, tell us about it, Rocky.
It was cool. We were on the MSC Meraviglia as we were sailing from New York, and they handed out. No, they did not. Yes. How did people
from Amazon?
They bought them from Amazon. Oh, yes. People brought on their little special glasses, and it was cool. Everyone was up on deck and looking up into the sun with protective lenses, and it was just a really neat experience.
I mean, sure, okay. The sun was out. It was a deck day. It was a
sea day.
Yes. And the sun was out. And then if you held up these special glasses, you could see like a little darkness on the sun. I don't know that I would book a cruise to just do that.
I'm sorry, Macrina. I hope that you have an amazing time.
I'm saying I don't know that I would go out and Carnival. Everyone's been announcing these Eclipse cruises
because it's a way for them to pull in some extra revenue.
I get it, but what my point is it's not like maybe they should do a lunar eclipse party. Like that would be cool, or something.
Well, so Virgin has set up a bunch of celebrations and activities that will surround the solar eclipse that they will be sailing through.
That I can get behind.
Yeah.
For Carnival, it was just a sea day, and everyone was up laying out. And at some point, someone was like, "Oh, pull out your glasses," and everyone was doing this for like 20 minutes, and then that was it.
Yeah.
I just didn't. Okay, sorry. Okay, continue. Barbara, oh, we love you right back. Love you right back. And love this community of people. I've seen all of the ats in the chat. I love all of the people talking.
Yeah.
That's the coolest part of this community.
Patrick said that Bermuda was beautiful. So he went on one of those unique cruises that went to Bermuda and stayed overnight.
Okay. Overnight or 2 nights?
I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe it was
sometimes
2 nights.
Some of the lines will do 3 days in Bermuda. 2 nights, 3 days. It gives you a chance to do multiple excursions and really explore Bermuda, which is super cool.
Yeah.
We've not been. That is one of the ports we've not yet been to.
That is true. Cruise Bear, good morning. You are sailing on the Firenze on October 19th. You're welcome for those tips. It is a 4x6.
It's on a 4x6 reference card. I love that. Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
That's awesome.
Someone just asked us on the Firenze, they were like, where is Il Mercato? Il Mercato is on deck 11, above Lido on 10.
Yep.
It's on the starboard side. You'll have to let us know if they still have meatballs on the menu. Oh, I love it.
V will be on the breeze on October 21st. That'll be the 2nd anniversary of HH4C inaugural cruise.
Amazing.
That's exciting.
I love
there you
that.
go. You got your sushi rolls.
I got my sushi. And look at how pretty that sushi looks.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
Those are nice. You can just eat it. 35 days to the Carnival Firenze. So excited to try out the Terrazza Cabana experience. You are going to love it, Sheila.
I think you're going to love it. I mean, shouldn't say love it because I don't know everyone's taste, but
Right.
I think you're going to very much find a lot of things that you enjoy about that experience for sure.
Yeah.
And those rooms are lovely.
They are.
Marcy had a great time. It can be a little noisy if you're in the interior up against the bandstand
Yes.
or up against that
Moda
bar. Those interiors that back up against the but again, noisy until a certain time,
Right.
and then it's okay.
Yeah, and don't forget to make your way to the special breakfast that they offer for the Terraza Cabana.
That menu looked yummy.
It did look really good.
You'll have to let us know what you think, please.
Yes, definitely. Call Me B said Caked by the Ocean. We know what made Mark's playlist.
It's true.
Great song.
It's true.
Scratch Adams said, love you guys, but I'm also extremely jealous of y'all. Living the dream and always cruising.
Living a dream.
A dream.
Living a dream.
Part of a dream.
Part of a dream. Yes, yes. No, thank you so much. We are very blessed. We're very humbled that we have the ability to do this for a little bit longer. So for those of you who have been around the channel since the beginning, you know that we've said we were going to take a year off and we were going to cruise and we were going to work to build YouTube and build, see what we could build together. And we've built some cool stuff together. We're still going to keep cruising. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
But we'll likely have to layer in some additional, I don't know, employment opportunities at some point. But we're going to do this as long as we can, Scratch Adams, and live this cruise life of ours.
That's right. That's right. Call Me V wants to know if we're ever wanting to try cruises in Europe. He's already done one.
Where are you going?
Barcelona.
Oh, it's amazing. Barcelona, if you ever get a chance to sail from there, highly, highly recommend. Highly recommend. I can't recommend it enough. I tried to get Rocky to sail from Barcelona. It's just an amazing experience. I want to experience Barcelona with you. Barcelona. So bad with you. Oh, there are cheese and wine and little tapas everywhere, and it's just so historic and pretty and beautiful. And yes, and I would love to cruise across Europe.
Yeah. You know, we've looked at different options with multiple different brands because I know Carnival occasionally brings ships out there. We were talking about the Mardi Gras doing the transatlantic on her, and then maybe popping onto a European line and doing the Mediterranean while Mardi Gras in dry dock.
Was that Costa or was it MSC? We looked at MSC.
We looked at both MSC and Costa.
And then just cruise around Europe while Mardi Gras is under her dry dock, and then cruise back on Mardi Gras. The challenge with that is it was 49 days or something like that, or 53 days. Yeah. Like it would be a big commitment, and it would be a lot.
Yeah,
53 days and a lot of money. But once in a lifetime experience for sure.
Who knows? Maybe by then we'll actually have some sponsorships.
Hey, that green drink. If you're watching this, we'll turn that label around any moment you want us to.
Right. Vince Las Vegas, good morning, and thank you for that.
Vince Las Vegas.
Are you back home now as well? I know that you were visiting Phoenix yesterday. I saw on his Instagram feed that he was posting some pictures from Sky Harbor.
Vince Las Vegas came to Phoenix and didn't say hello.
Well, we weren't here.
We were in Sky Harbor as well.
That's true.
See, we were ships crossing in the night.
Planes crossing
in the night.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey, cruising scene.
Hello, welcome.
Are we talking about? Yes, we were talking about the World America, Patrick. Coming back to that. That's the inaugural sailing that we will be going on. April. Yep.
So we are on Virgin's Radiance of the Seas. Nope, that's a different cruise line altogether. We're on Resilient Lady.
Yes.
Next March.
Yes.
We're on Resilient Lady, then we jump off of that and we turn around and we get on to...
Yeah, we come home for a week and then we fly back out.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough turn, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Yes. Scratch has been on 8 cruises, by the way.
Okay.
So that's good.
What's been your favorite, Scratch Adams?
Yeah.
Actually, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I've ever asked that question before. What's been your favorite cruise and why?
Oh.
I'm super curious. Rocky? Well, let's get through the comments, and then I want you to answer your favorite cruise. So it gives you a minute to think through it as we get through. So.
Yeah. Who do we send our icon name recommendations to? Mine is Mark and Rocky, Icons of the Seas. Aww.
Take a screenshot of that right now. We're going to email it to michaelbailey@royalcaribbeangroup.com. Oh, he's literally taking a screenshot of it. I love it.
Take a screenshot.
Thank you. I like that.
Done.
I like it. Okay, good.
Okay.
We're saving that. We're putting that up on the wall. So it was not Call Me V at the door.
No, it was not her at the door.
And I can confirm it was not Call Me V.
Yeah, I would imagine you could. Let's see, that's too big if it does happen. I have done Harmony of the Seas as well, and that is plenty of large enough. Yes, agree with you, bud.
So the ultimate class from MSC, those giant ships that are rumored at 270,000 gross tons. Hey, whatever happened to Disney's new one? Because isn't that how big is that ship?
I
Can't
actually
that hold
don't know.
10,000 people?
Well, I think that's 10,000 combined with
What's it
crew,
called?
right? Adventure. Disney Adventure.
Disney Adventure. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up, y'all.
So that ship is only going to be sailing in Asia markets, though. It's not going to be going anywhere else, which is interesting.
Okay. I'm just curious what the gross tonnage of Disney Adventure is.
Yeah.
That's what it's called?
You don't have any internet.
Oh, I don't have internet.
That is what it's just called, Disney Adventure.
Okay.
V is 50 days out from sailing on the Carnival Breeze. That's exciting. Lindsay left. Oh, she left 20 minutes ago. She wants to know how NCL was.
She's saying hello, ciao, remember.
Oh.
Ciao.
Oh, ciao. Ciao's both ways.
Hello or farewell.
I'm
so
sorry,
hello,
Lindsay.
hello, welcome, Lindsay.
She's been intrigued by the epic and pearl sailings from Civitavecchia. That's always a word that I wanted to try to pronounce.
Swarovski.
Yeah. Oh, what?
I don't know. I just it's on my nose to do something funny. I guess I don't know. Give me a.
So it won't do. It won't. Okay, whatever.
Okay. You've always wanted to do city. You can't now. I can. Civitavecchia.
So close. 208.
208,000 gross tons. The
big.
Disney Adventure, that giant ship that
It's
has
not that
10,000 people,
That's not.
is 208,000. Where are they going to put everyone?
Yeah.
Where are they
That
going to
was-
put everyone?
That was the thing about the global branding, is like their ships were massive, but not. Like they
Well, where are they?
overextended the number of people that they could.
Where are
hold.
they going to put? I don't understand. Where are they going to put the stairs that go up and down? Escalators. Remember, there are escalators all over that ship in the
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, I love it. We've got
Oh
comments.
gosh.
We've got some comments to get through.
We need to stop talking and just go to comments. Sheila, thank you so much for that. You are amazing. We really do appreciate that donation. That's very cool.
Honestly, that is exactly what we've tried to create here. Is we've tried to create a community where people can come together and they can celebrate. Hopefully, get a laugh or two in.
Yep.
We take cruising seriously, but we don't always take ourselves too seriously.
That's true.
Hopefully, that shows up. Are you? Did you hear that? Are you playing the video? Hello?
No.
Okay, good.
Okay. Now I've got to figure out where we were.
Thank you, Sheila. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you feel the sense of community. And I hope everyone feels that sense of community.
Yes.
I really do. And I hope that some of the new folks that we met on Norwegian Sky will also feel that sense of community.
Yeah.
We met some awesome folks.
I'm wondering if any of them have tuned in this
I haven't
morning, or
seen
if
them
they're
in the
all
comments.
recovering from the
Norwegian
cruise.
Sky, yes.
You want to do some news, and
Sure.
I'm gonna see
Sure.
if I can find
So
some.
we've talked
comments
about
here.
Royal Caribbean, their new icons. Again, it's going to be a huge class for them. And will they ever add a smaller ship again? I don't know.
We heard that there was a rumor. Michael made a note of it at one of their conference calls, one of their
Talk to me.
stocks discussions.
Earnings call?
Earnings call.
Okay.
That he mentioned that, or maybe it was it was a TA meeting. So there
I
were
was
a
like,
bunch of
I've
travel
never seen-
advisors.
I've never seen him on an earnings call because they're at like 6 a.m. And I was
Oh.
like, I guarantee you were not on an
No.
TA. Okay.
Yeah. So at the launch of Utopia of the Seas, Michael Bailey was heard talking about going smaller on some of their upcoming ships.
Okay.
But it doesn't sound like that's really happening.
Yeah, it really doesn't, does it? Sorry, I was just looking to see. Okay, so NCL announces. And NCL announces. You added that one.
I did. So NCL has made an announcement that they are adding more ships to their fleet. They've got 8 ships on order from Fincantieri, which is wild, with 4 as part of the Prima class. Now that includes the Aqua that's coming out 26, I want to say, is when Aqua debuts. What is this?
It's all of the. I mean, This is the new. I know. You're not going to be able to read this, but this is the new ship build order. These are the new ships on order over the next several years. Just look at the individual number of line items, and these are all huge ships. Excel Class 4, Excel Class 5 with Carnival. Their new class, which is going to be as big as Harmony or the Oasis class. Yeah. You've got Disney. You've got the Treasure, which was just launched. You've got the Adventure. You've got their new class of ships. You've got the Wish. You've got Norwegian, Aqua, Prima 4, Prima 5, Prima 6, new class 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you've got Royal, Star of the Seas, which is the icon that we know is named, and then Icon 3, Icon 4, Icon 5? Oh, no, Oasis. Oasis class, that's right, they are adding another Oasis. Gosh. So just the number of line items, there are, and those aren't just in those cruise lines.
And that's probably a couple 100,000 berths.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's just those cruise lines, not to mention Margaritaville at Sea plans, they plan to continue growing.
Yep.
And other operators, Villa V is still in dock, the Residence Cruise Line.
I can pull up this headline because...
Oh, you created a headline.
This headline has been with us ever since I started talking about Villa V, and that is the follow-up story. The follow-up is Villa V. Villa V Odyssey is still sitting in dock in Belfast, Ireland.
The CEO 2 months ago, what was it, 2 months ago?
Yeah, 2 months ago now.
Said, oh, we're just about to launch, don't worry, owners. Here is the coolest part of this story, I think. Harland and Wolff?
Yeah. Yes.
I did not realize that that's where she was being built. Yes. I typed this up last night.
That's why Christopher was so excited about getting branded things onto Islanders, because that was the same shipyard that built Titanic.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool! I just put 2 and 7 together. So it's being built or being refit at Harland and Wolff. Ironically, the same place that the Titanic was built. Despite the CEO saying any day now, that was weeks ago or a month ago now.
At least a month, yeah.
It's still yet to launch. The head of marketing has now said it's going to launch next week. It's gonna launch next week. Sure. But here's the coolest, I think, the coolest part of this story, and maybe it's just me. The cruise line, Villa V, is putting up all of their residents in hotels in Europe or across Europe or wherever they've flown to, Belfast.
Yeah.
They're putting them up and they're paying for their hotel bills. The owners are able to get onto the ship in the morning. They're able to enjoy their meals, or able to enjoy the ship and be on the ship. They just can't stay on the ship overnight, so they have to leave the ship. And the cruise operator is actually putting them up in hotels and paying for their expenses as this delay happens. So it's in their best interest. It is in Villa V's best interest to get this cruise up and running. But I thought that was so cool that they're paying for about 200 passengers to live.
That's wild.
Now, I'm guessing those 200 passengers are paying the monthly maintenance fees.
So probably.
I mean, so I guess they're just putting it back into that.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
We're hoping that ship launches soon.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I was caught up, and then I lost my spot again.
I thought you were okay.
I know.
I love it. I love it whenever anyone sends a sticker or a super thanks or a like, because he has to scroll down. Sorry. That sounds mean.
It's
I don't mean to be mean, but I love it because then he's like, where was I? Where was I? I love it. So keep those coming through. Keep the super likes and stickers coming through because it makes me giggle.
It does. So this
we appreciate them.
Yes, well, that too. This comment was for Sheila to go to the Terraza bar and tell Addie at the Terraza Moda bar. Hello.
Yes, bartender with a generous pour. Yeah. We like generous pours.
We had a few of those. Thanks, Leandra. I've seen some last minute deals. We're going on Europa in December, so I'll have to see if we can make that work. That's awesome.
Lindsay, can you keep us posted on Europa and your experience? If you wouldn't mind sending us some pictures, I'm so curious to see how that looks.
Oh, Macrina chimed in about the lunar eclipse. She said it's nice, but solar eclipses will change your life if you've never seen one.
Wow.
This past April, she saw it. That's when we were on Meraviglia.
Okay.
But you must see it in full totality, which we did not.
We did not see it in full totality. That's true. That's true. Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Sheila's been rewatching all of our Firenze videos, and she also has some notes. She'll let us know her thoughts and send some photos as well.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I think we probably still have Firenze videos. I mean, we took so many pictures and recorded so many videos.
I know of at least one room tour that still needs to go up.
Okay, great.
Barcelona, has anyone ever said anything bad? Never. That's valid.
That's true. That is, I mean, Barcelona is just amazing. Now, the one thing that I will say that is a negative that I did hear about Barcelona, and I share this just as a PSA, there are a lot of pickpockets, apparently. We did not, knock on wood, the next time we go there, we did not experience that in any way. And so that was one thing that we were warned about, is carry your backpack on the front and make sure that your valuables are secured. But otherwise, but we didn't experience it. We didn't see that, but it was, I love Barcelona.
That's good. Leander said, fun fact, I once joined a civil protest in Barcelona, followed by literally falling into a casino minutes later.
I'm intrigued. There's more behind that story.
I think so.
Favorite cruise. Oh,
there we go.
Favorite cruises.
Costa Toscana.
To
Rome. That's cool.
I mean, Rome would be, that's on my bucket list. I would love to sail to Rome. I would love to do Rome.
Yeah. Didn't finish Rome to Dubai. Oh, it was a 17-nighter. How cool is that?
Wow. That, I can see why that could be a favorite cruise. I mean, can you imagine what that experience had to be like? The Costa Toscana is an Excel.
It is an Excel class.
It's an Excel class, so it's one of our favorite class of ships.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone. It's kind of big, but we really like that class.
That's awesome. Michael and Spoiled Mama said Carnival Horizon, which is so far her only cruise that she's been on. So that was the cruise we were on.
Wow. Coincidence?
I don't know. We weren't much of a channel at that point.
That's fine.
Yeah, no,
we're still pretty down to earth, guys.
Call me B said the same.
15 more days until the next cruise.
She said ciao the hello version. I'm sorry, Lindsay. I'm sorry. Dwayne is here and he's packing for the Carnival Sunrise on Monday. Wait a minute. Dwayne and Brandy, are you going on the same cruise?
Oh, cool.
Brandy's probably back at work now.
Okay.
So we may not know.
You might. Oh my gosh. I want to be on the Sunrise on Monday. Wait, Monday. No, Brandy goes in 6 days.
Oh, she's getting on when he's getting
off. Yes. So wave at each other in the terminal.
I'm sorry. 6 months till the Panorama cruise on Panama.
Panama.
Yes, 6 months till the Panama cruise on the Legend, which he booked through me.
I really want to. Oh, awesome! That's awesome. I really want to get Rocky on a Panama Canal
I will do
transit.
that.
I think Panama Canal. I actually think your parents. I think Mom could do a Panama Canal transit, because you're not an open. The only exception is when you are the last day when you get to Tampa or when you get to
Galveston, wherever.
Right. But I mean, I think she could do a transit because it's so serene and it's so peaceful.
We'll have to have that conversation. I'm not sure.
Interesting. I just thought of that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dwayne, and I'm super excited for your Panama Canal.
Yeah. My fave cruise was our first Alaskan on the Carnival Legend in 2015. I love that. I did the Legend to Alaska my first time, and that was awesome.
That's a cruise you'll always remember.
Yeah, for sure. I personally like to visit mini ports, and I don't think these bigger ships will be able to get into many ports besides the private ones. That is very true, bud. We agree.
100% true, bud.
Which is a great segue into the Carnival announcement that came out this week about Half Moon Cay. Carnival announced that they are expanding Half Moon Cay's offerings by adding additional dining.
When did they announce this?
On the 25th. You're welcome.
I didn't see this.
Yep.
Okay.
And I actually tweeted it last night while we were flying. So yeah, they announced that they are expanding Half Moon Cay's offerings for food and beverage. They're also expanding their beaches. So they're going to have more places for you to pull up a lounge chair and enjoy the beach.
Hallelujah.
I actually have not been to Half Moon Cay, surprisingly enough.
I do like HMC. I do like Half Moon. I do. I just think it is. I think it's small. Like, we just got to experience Great Stirrup Cay.
Yeah.
And I posted on Twitter, or tweeted, it might be one of my all-time favorite private islands.
Yeah.
It's like 160 acres, and we were there with 2,000 people. Versus like Coco Cay is 38 acres, and they bring 40,000 people there.
Half Moon? Coco Cay, yeah.
I kid. They don't bring 40,000 people, but they bring a lot.
Yeah.
And great GSC.
Great Stirrup?
No,
Half Moon?
Half Moon. Also, I find it gets crowded. Oh.
Yeah, well, you started talking about Great Stirrup, so I figured I would pull it up.
Yeah.
Great Stirrup Cay was beautiful. I think it was nice that we were a very small ship spending time on this island day. 2,700 passengers descending down upon Great Stirrup Cay was amazing. They have a lighthouse, which also doubles up as the starting point for their zipline adventures. You can see the beaches are massive. The chairs are set way back. The water is super clear. Gorgeous, gorgeous. They also had a sponsorship with Bacardi, and so they had a Bacardi bar, which had 4 or 5 different drinks that you could select from that were amazing and really good. It provided some great views of the ship. You can kind of see it under the Norwegian sign there in the distance. And then we also enjoyed some food offerings. So they have your standard buffet line where they've got your burgers and your hot dogs and that sort of thing. But then they also have some food trucks scattered on the island, and this one was one of our favorites.
Tropic,
you just removed it.
Oh shoot!
Don't touch my screen.
Okay, sorry. Tropic like it's hot. How cute! Pulled pork sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, mahi. I like that.
Yeah. It was really, really good, and even the desserts were also enjoyable. They had a good rum cake, and then they had this coconut chocolate fudge bar that was just amazing.
Very fun. Actually, no, I like that.
You did.
It was almost like fudge, but with coconut.
Yes.
Tons of fresh coconut, which I loved.
Yeah. So that was our experience at Great Stirrup. It was a great island. If you are booked on a Norwegian cruise and you're going to Great Stirrup, you're going to have a great time.
I would book. So I've never said this before about the private islands, because private islands, I enjoy them, but they're not, like, I like to go to experience the ports that we're going to. I don't necessarily, the private island is just a beach. I would absolutely look at an itinerary that had Great Stirrup Cay again.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it that much.
Yeah.
So, sorry, what is Carnival's private island getting?
Yeah, so Half Moon Cay, in addition to the food expansion and the beach expansion, they are also getting a pier which can support an Excel class ship.
Which they've been talking about for years, so that explains why they have to expand it, because if they bring an Excel in, they need more space. Now, are they expanding the food? Did they talk about, is it all going to be complimentary, or is it
there was no mention
upcharge
of that.
venues? Because it wouldn't surprise me if Carnival added in an upcharge venue or two, y'all, or an adults only beach, or a beach club, or something like that. I just saw the pricing. I know you had put out an article on thiscruiselife.com. That's thiscruiselife.com. I know you'd put out an article about the pricing, but $179.97 to get into their adults. What's it called? Pearl Cove. Pearl Cove. $179, and that includes your food. Oh boy, it's already included, but it includes your food. And what does it include for drinks?
Nothing.
No, it includes drinks at $179.97.
I don't remember.
Now. Wine, white wine, red wine,
and beer,
and rail drinks.
Oh yeah.
For $179.97. But what you didn't include in the article that I just read this morning, because I pulled up the shore excursion that you can book now. You can now book this on Carnival.com.
Okay.
Limit 10 alcoholic drinks.
Of course.
So it's actually even less than Cheers.
Less of a benefit.
Less of a benefit than Cheers, which is 15 alcoholic drinks. Now, my question is, will you be able to have 10 drinks there and 15 drinks on the ship if you have Cheers?
I don't know how.
One, I don't know how. But will you be able to actually break Carnival's rule and have 25 alcoholic drinks in a day if you buy that pass? Stay tuned. We're going to be telling you all about that experience. We're going. We're going to Celebration Key.
We are going.
I don't know that we're going to book that.
No, I don't think so.
Or if we do, only one of us is going to book it at $179.97.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, wouldn't be surprised if Great Stirrup. Nope. Grand Key. What's the Carnival one?
Celebration Key.
No, the one you just shared.
Half Moon Cay.
Wouldn't be surprised if they add some upcharge options to that island.
Right. We will see.
Okay.
All right. I believe I got you already, bud. So we are to Yashing. We'll go to China. 6 years since last time in 2 weeks, and get on the Spectrum of the Seas. Spectrum is a ovation.
Okay.
Is that a class? Ovation class? I don't think it is.
Okay.
That's awesome, though. I mean,
where are the ports? Where are you going
Yeah.
to? I'm curious to hear about that. Super cool.
right.
You talked about Marcy's favorite. Yep.
Hope I can have fun with the vibe on the Chinese cruise. I know the vibe is different on my Chinese fellows. I have quite different personalities. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
Be curious how that goes.
From Shanghai.
Yeah, you're doing
How
that.
cool is that?
Well, Singapore. Close.
Singapore.
Close. The new ships do look amazing, but yeah, how big is too big?
Yeah,
I agree.
Yep. It's interesting because we were talking to, who were we talking to? Another fellow cruise, I don't remember, a big cruise aficionado.
Yeah.
And they were talking about at the biggest ships, they may go to one port and it might be the private island, and the rest of the cruise is just the resort experience.
Yeah, that's not fun.
I think it will be fun for other. I mean, it might not be fun for you, but that doesn't mean. Think about all-inclusive. You go to an all-inclusive and you stay at an all-inclusive for a week and you don't leave the resort. That is a very common thing.
That's true.
That's what they're building here.
Yeah, that's
They're
true.
building an all-inclusive on the water, and yes, by law they have to go somewhere, so they'll go to their private island,
right, which is usually Bahamian,
and then they'll just float on the ocean. I have said this before. I love sea days.
Yeah.
I love sea days. I love being on the ocean. Now, do I want to just strictly be on sea days? No, personally, no. But it's also why I don't necessarily love all-inclusives, because I feel like after a couple of days, I want to go to the next port. I want to go to the next place and explore.
Right.
And so those big ships, they're going to be beautiful, and they will have a draw for. There will be a draw for people, and it will draw people away from all-inclusives. I really think so.
Right. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. I like Bud's comments. You need a 10+ day cruise to explore the whole ship. We felt that way on our first time on Mardi Gras. The first time we were on an Excel class ship, we were like, that first week, we were just so overwhelmed. We felt like we were still discovering things. So
it's also part of the reason why we like to book a couple of cruises when we do an inaugural.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to discover, and no one else has really talked about the ship. So we've not had a chance to pre-research. We like to, understand what we're getting into.
Right.
And so it helps when you're on the ship for a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, for sure. Brian Shell said that he doesn't think he can pick his favorite cruise. Panama Canal, probably with the old locks, was his favorite destination.
I also went through the old locks. I got to touch, Paul and I both, we got to touch the actual locks. That was before they kicked everyone off of deck 3, but we got to reach out and touch. That's how close you are. Yeah. That didn't require us to, climb up and lean over. You literally could just reach out and touch. That's how close in the old locks. Now, we were the biggest Carnival ship that could go through those old locks.
Spirit class.
Which was super cool. So, Brian, I'm with you. One of the coolest experiences of my life.
That's cool. Eric Maxey said Rome to New York City, 11 ports, 5 days transatlantic, then 7 days to Bermuda, 3 days and 2 nights on the Prima in 63 days.
Wow. 11 ports.
That's a lot.
Oh, how cool is that? And I do want to experience the Prima. I really want to experience that class of ship.
I would kind of prefer to wait for Aqua.
That's fine.
Personally.
That's fine. I mean, it's going to be a while before we do our next Norwegian cruise.
Yeah. V wants to know if we join the Facebook pages for the cruises that we're going on and if we provide our expertise.
Sometimes I forget.
Yep, same.
Sometimes I forget, but we do try to join, and I will answer, like when people ask questions, I will try to answer for folks. And so yes, I do. We are also part of many of the big Facebook groups. For Carnival, John Heald, he just put a poll. He put out an interesting poll: should Bluetooth speakers be allowed on the ship? And the majority of people voted no, Bluetooth speakers should not be allowed, which was interesting. But we joined the various sailing groups. Sometimes, depending on the cruise, we might join the next one as well, just to see if some issues have been resolved. For example, on Norwegian Sky, you saw it in the tweets. I don't think I mentioned this on Instagram, but it was the worst internet we've ever had on a cruise ship in 68 sailings. For me, it was the absolute worst internet I've ever had. It just didn't work. The crew knew. The crew also were complaining. We talked to a couple of crew members who purchased internet themselves, and they're like, we want a refund of what we've paid. We don't pay as much as you, the passengers, but we also pay for internet. And it doesn't work for us either. We want a refund of what we've paid. It was a bad experience from an internet perspective.
It was. But then as we got off of the ship, we discovered that they rolled out a brand new app to pilot on the Sky.
Well, we didn't discover. We knew because...
Well, we didn't know the time frame.
We didn't know the time frame, but...
The concierge.
Our concierge shared with us that they were rolling out the new app. They had just received... The crew last week on our sailing had just received all of the training on the new app that Norwegian Cruise Line has rolled out. Speaking of news... Norwegian has rolled out a new app which allows you to book your dining in advance, which allows... It is a ground up built app. They didn't just update the existing app, they created a whole brand new app to really compete out there.
Right.
And so super excited to be able to experience that new app once we have another booking.
Yeah.
At some point in time.
At some point. Scott is heading out to Hawaii on the Miracle in 16 days. Super excited.
Scott, I want to hear all about, I want to hear what you think about the 4 sea days out and the 5 sea days back. Everyone is always like, oh my gosh, that's too many sea days. I personally don't think that would be too many sea days, which is why I think I could do a resort I think I could go on a week-long cruise and just float. I think I could.
Right.
But I will be curious, Scott, to hear what you think about the 9 days at sea.
I love this comment.
I did. I'm sorry. I moved his mouse.
At least he didn't cancel or end the broadcast this time.
That was a one-time thing.
Let's make sure it stays that way.
Okay.
Carnival all adult cruise. That sounds awesome.
That's been rumored
cool.
for some time. Even John Heald asked people, would you sail an adults only cruise? Yes. Guess what? The majority of people said yes. Absolutely would.
Yes. Max is on here, and it's a not so perfect day at CocoCay. It sounds like our experience, maybe.
Why is it not so perfect? Is it
weather?
Oh no. So Max and Josh, this is what is so cool about this cruise life. This is what is so cool. We got off NCL Sky yesterday, the terminal next door to Royal Caribbean. Josh and Max were making their way to the terminal, Allure of the Seas, to sail. We literally touted our suitcases. Yes, we did. We walked all the way from NCL over to Royal Caribbean with our suitcases so that we could say hello and see them in person. Big hugs. We didn't take a selfie, which was the dumbest thing. Dumbest thing ever. And so I'm bummed about that, but they are getting on the Allure of the Seas for a whopping
3 nights.
Woo! They're at CocoCay, perfect day at CocoCay today, but it sounds like it's not perfect. Probably some weather.
Sounds like our experience at perfect day.
Sorry, Max. Josh, hello, if you were watching as well.
Right. Booked on the Aqua next June with a stop at Great Stirrup. That's cool. Yes.
Great Stirrup should still be able to support that many people, yes?
Yeah. Aqua's not as big. Remember, they went big to the Encore and then downsized to the Prima class.
But it's still bigger than,
it's still bigger than Sky. Yeah,
at 2,004 people. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Rayleigh Creative Travel, hello. Thank you for being here.
Welcome. Glad to have you here.
Felita's making me work.
Oh, yes. I love this. Yes. Thank you, Felita. And thank you, Felita, for that kindness. What does Happy Saturday, Mark and Rocky? It is a happy Saturday. It is a happy. We've been here an hour, and I still have more news stories to tell you, and there's still a ton of comments to get through.
I know.
I love this.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
Wow. Thank you again. That's amazing.
Thank you, Felita. I hope that you're having a happy Saturday.
Yes.
Where are you today, Felita? Tell us. And I hope that you're having a happy Saturday and enjoying the kickoff to the weekend.
Yeah. Macrina wants to know if the new Disney ship is going to have a casino, because that's a big draw for Asian markets.
Do you know?
I don't.
I don't actually know.
We will have to do some
research. We're going to do some research. I love this. You just gave us something to geek out over today.
Oh, hey, Blake. You made it in.
Blake, I'm sorry that there was no notification. Could you write to... I don't know who the head of Google is.
I don't either.
Mr. Google? And be like, hey, your YouTube notifications, you didn't get a notification today.
Several people say that.
Yes, over the past year. Yes.
Interesting.
Sorry, Blake, but we're glad you're here.
Yes.
We hope that everyone in your household is feeling well and you are feeling better. And we just hope that all of you are recovering from colds or COVIDs or whatever it is, and that everyone is feeling well out there.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Hi, Blake.
People call me Craig. Hey.
I left a Chinese visa.
5 years left on his Chinese visa.
Go back.
That's cool. Oh, the Suez. Yes, that would be cool. That should have been what Lindsay did.
You know, that could be a cool. Maybe not. I was just gonna say that could be a cool channel named Canal Obsessed, but then I was like, no, I don't know that I like Canal Obsessed. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. Suez.
It depends. Chinese-built cruise ships can't have a casino. Oh, not actually allowed by the Chinese government.
We've got some stuff to learn about.
Yes. Thank you.
What?
Yeah.
Call me V-Share. There are commercials during the live play? I thought it was just I did not know. Oh, can we turn that off so? Anyway, okay. Well, thank you for watching those commercials. That's 3/10 of a penny. Thank you. Times however many pennies are here. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That's amazing. What's going on? Maybe we will go to that adults only area on Celebration Key.
Right.
We just need 400,000 more views of today's live stream and we will go.
Yikes.
Oh my gosh, we probably said something that could go viral at some point in time, I'm sure.
So I think that Disney Cruise will still have them.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, we'll see.
We will see. Yeah, about the casino.
Favorite is your next cruise, Macrina, but the bucket list would be Carnival XL or larger to Hawaii and South Pacific.
Ooh. Could the XL class, because how big can Hawaii support?
I don't know.
We've got several things to research today because of this. Thank you.
Right. Spectrum of the Seas for Asia and sales in China now, but she still has a casino business. Yeah, that sounds right. I usually join cruise Facebook pages, but sometimes I feel like there are surprises, or all the surprises are gone by the time you board. That's true. I mean, the same thing happens with our YouTube channel. Sorry about it.
Sorry, not sorry. I find that there are still always surprises. Even when I watch videos or when I join the Facebook groups, I still find that there's always something that I'm like, I didn't expect that, or I didn't know that. Yeah. For example, one of the coolest things on the a cool thing on the Norwegian Sky that I didn't realize. So they added the local, which I knew. And if you watched our encore video, or if you watched the encore video, you know that the local was one of my favorite places on board the Encore. I loved the local. It was open 24 hours a day. They had the best chili, fish and chips. Their Reubens are out of this world.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Just delicious food. What I didn't realize, and I thought this was so cool, because it's a retrofit local, they don't actually have a galley for it. There's no galley for the local, and so what they do is they take over the buffet, the aft buffet on the Sky, and they set up all of the local food in serving dishes on the buffet, and the staff run out there, and that's how they gather up all of the food for the local, is they make use of the buffet space. It was cool. Now, we did have some folks complain that meant the grill closed because you can't have the grill open when the local is open, but I found the local's food far superior than the grill. Anyway. And so that was cool. That was a discovery.
That was cool.
Okay. She did do the Suez.
Yes, which makes sense.
Suez, and then 6 sea days going through the Red Sea.
Wow. That's so cool.
That's super cool. I love this.
That's great, Lindsay.
See, I love this cruise life we all have. I love this. We are all sharing in this cruise life together and sharing experiences and now itineraries to research.
Right. Elizabeth wants to know what we think of the smaller boat.
I loved the ship. It was, like I said, it was new, it was fresh, it was modern, it was super easy to get to wherever you wanted to go on the ship. That I loved. Paul and I just did the Carnival Conquest for 14 days, 15 days. Loved the size of that ship as well. Just super easy to navigate and get around. I do like that. Rocky?
There were some challenges. In some ways, you're very limited. I mean, that's, we get so used to the larger ships and having all the different dining venues and the drink venues and the entertainment options.
I'm going to time out there. Carnival Conquest is not that much larger.
No, but there are more dining options.
And there was still plenty. So it's not because it was a small ship. No. It's just that there wasn't a lot to do. Right. Carnival Conquest is a smaller ship and there was still tons to do all the time. This, if you didn't want to go to karaoke at night and listen to some questionable singers. We did not participate because it would have cleared the place out.
Yeah.
But I mean, there just wasn't a ton to do, and because they don't have, unlike even the smaller Carnival ships have the water slides and the mini golf courses and some of those things for kids.
Right.
We saw in the Facebook group, several parents commented that their kids were just bored out of their
sure.
minds because there was nothing to do.
I'm sure they were.
Yeah. And so they haven't retrofit the ship to add in a lot of those sorts of things. And so there just wasn't a ton going on. Lots of live singers, lots of live music. That was something that was true. But like even the trivias were crammed into the side corner of a bar. I mean, It was clear that was an afterthought. They put up a temporary stanchion screen to have the trivia on it. Like it was weird. It was weird. Ship, loved it. I thought it was a beautiful ship. I think they did a great job with the ship. We met some new friends, Brett and Aaron. They were looking at Norwegian potentially for their honeymoon, and it was a 20-day sailing with some amazing ports, but they're like, we could never do 20 days on a ship this size. We just
No,
on a
because you would
Norwegian
have 5 or 6 sea days in a row.
On a Norwegian ship this size.
Yeah.
On a Carnival ship this size, absolutely. On a Royal ship this size, absolutely. But on a Norwegian ship this size, they said we could never do it.
Yeah.
They would after day 3, they would want off the ship.
Right.
So I don't think it's necessarily the size. I think it's the Sky.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
That was a long answer
That was a
to
rant.
a short question.
That was a little bit of a rant.
It wasn't a rant. I mean, we enjoyed our time. We were ready.
Yeah. Hey, Eddie Lugo Studios. Thanks for joining us.
Yo, Brooklyn in the house. We love that.
Call Me V is defending you. She's standing up for you.
End of the broadcast. Yes, he is human. Thank you, Call Me V. Yes, thank you.
And you're welcome for putting it on the screen. I could have chosen not to as the controller.
Also, thank you for your quick thinking and action to get the stream back online and a fantastic fundraiser for HH4C.
That was something. Yes.
Felita, I like that. This Saturday has not been relaxing.
No.
I've already unpacked from 15 days of you cruising. 14 days of you
You got
cruising?
the thumbs up again.
Oh, hey, I must have given a thumbs up.
You must have.
I'm already unpacked. There's a load of laundry sitting in the washer waiting to be transported to the dryer. I've run the vacuum. I've dusted. I've been go this morning.
Yep.
But that means I did not get a tweet or an Instagram out.
I know. Well, I put a tweet and Instagram out for this session
good.
that you're watching. So that's good. That's
great. Okay.
People Call Me Craig said to Blake that his notifications never seem to work either.
Is that for
strange.
everyone or is it just us? Because if it's just us, I'm going to feel a little bit...
yeah, is that for every channel?
Yeah, I'm going to feel a little sensitive.
Yeah.
And if it's only us that you watch, well, that's okay. Thank you.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
Eric Maxey said that their favorite cruise was the Miami to Los Angeles through the canal.
There's a lot of Panama Canal love in this chat. If you haven't done a Panama Canal sailing...
Maybe that'll be our Princess cruise next year.
That would be fun. I would do Princess Panama Canal. I think it would be fun. Or Hawaii on Princess. We looked at both.
We did.
Blake
said slow improvement on COVID, but still haven't left this floor of the house since Wednesday. Try to keep Josh well. He's still tasting negative.
I'm so sorry, Blake. That sucks.
That does.
Oh, he texted me while we were on the Sky.
Yeah.
And it was one of the blips of service that I had when I got that through. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Feel better soon. Ugh.
Blake said thumbs down on anything related to the phrase viral.
Fair. That is a fair statement.
We can appreciate that.
Let's go big.
Yeah, let's go big. You'll always watch our videos. Great info plus the entertainment value. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Craig.
you, people call me Craig.
Appreciate that.
And for everyone who's like, I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it, or I'm sorry I missed the live, that's okay. They're all recorded, and we love having you join us, even after the fact. And we love... If you join us after the fact and you comment, you make comments on the videos, we love it because we're still able to interact with you. Even though we didn't get to interact live with the comments, we're still able to interact after the fact. So still comment if you're watching this after. If you're listening because you're driving, wait till you get to a safe place.
Please do. Eric said that our notification woke him up.
Good morning.
Good morning. Call Me V said HH4C raised enough funds to send 2 more recipients. That is amazing. Yeah, that's firework worthy.
Nope, sorry. We send fireworks.
Okay, how about this? There we go. I got some hearts.
I would give hearts to this as well.
Aww. Play dates for the corgis.
Speaking of, I should probably get Hero because he's been sleeping all morning.
Next fall, going through the Panama Canal and repositioning from Seattle to New Orleans.
Panama Canal wins.
It does.
I mean, Rome and Europe also had quite a few votes out there. Had quite a few votes out there. Blake, that's so cool. Oh, awesome. Cool. Oh, I'm curious. You'll have to send them a video or two from this Cruise Life playlist. Yeah. That is super cool. I loved the Jubilee. It does not look like we're going to be able to get Rocky on the Jubilee this year, just based on our sailing schedule and now our home schedule. So, as you know, because I've shared this for those loyalists who have been here for a while, you know, we've had some unexpected expenses come up this year with the house, having to replumb the entire house. And so that unexpected expense is probably going to eat into our cruise budget for some time to come, but we're still going to go out there. We still have the Carnival Liberty, which is coming up. Yep. You see it there, right there. You see it in 14 days. The Carnival Liberty is coming up.
They can't see what you're pointing to.
Well, they kind of can make in their minds.
The best thing you can do is go like this. It's right there.
That's even cooler. 14 days Carnival Liberty. It is a new ship for us. It's a Carnival. It's one of my favorite class of ships.
Yes, the Conquest class.
It's the Conquest class of ships. One of my all-time favorite class. My first 2 cruises ever were on Conquest class, the Glory and then the Conquest, the namesake. Just spent 14 days with my brother on the Conquest. Just love that class of ship. Mm-hmm. It's the ship that has the included saunas and steam rooms, and it has there's always something going on. The water slide. Now, the Conquest still has the single water slide.
Yes.
Versus the Liberty should have the waterworks, I believe.
I believe so.
Okay.
You're good.
Home repairs, new plumbing.
Oh, you want that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I figured we probably should. Okay. I know, obviously out of whack. We did finally, after 3 leaks, water leaks, we figured it was time. Did you know, fun fact, I learned this from the plumber. Okay. The average homeowner has a water leak once every 52.1 years. That is what home insurance calculates. When they do their actuarying, once every 52.1 years, the homeowner is expected to have a leak. We had 3 in 6 months. Yep. So it was time we had to do something.
And this house is not 50 years old.
It's not, no, but Phoenix, believe it or not, the heat of Phoenix, things just become brittle and break down faster.
Yes, that is true.
Especially when you plumb through the attic or outdoor walls.
Yes.
Which I don't understand why builders did that back in the day. Anyway. Sorry, thank you for listening.
What other news stories did you want to talk about?
Let me just do that. It completes the Excel class for the.
Oh, that's cool.
So they'll have done, like us, Mardi Gras celebration, and like me, Mardi Gras celebration and Jubilee. Sorry. One day, Carnival Splendor got her glam up.
She did.
That was another news story. Carnival Splendor, one of my most sailed ship. She just received an extensive dry dock. Where did she go for the dry dock? I don't remember. Singapore. She was in Singapore for her dry dock. Yep. They added new venues. Believe it or not, they added new upcharge venues. I know you're going to find that shocking. Yeah. But they added new Mad Sizzle. So they brought the Mad Sizzle brand that they introduced on the Excel class. This is the first time they brought it to a non-Excel class ship. Right. That is in Fresh Creations is now what's coming to my mind. Food Republic is coming to my mind. What is Fresh Creations actually part of? What is Mad Sizzle part of?
Street Eats.
Street Eats. Thank you.
Why are you?
Street Eats up on Lido Deck on Excel class. We love the Street Eats menus. Mad Sizzle was one. They brought that. They've made it a for-charge restaurant on the Splendor.
Yep.
Interesting where they put it.
Yep, they put it where Masala Tiger is and moved Masala Tiger to a different spot.
So Masala Tiger took over where Old Fashioned Barbecue was, up on that secret deck on deck 10 above the Lido that no one ever knows about. It's where all of the crew eat on that class of ship because no passengers don't know about it. So you always see crew up there eating because they can get away from the masses. Right. But they took out Old Fashioned Barbecue and they moved Masala Tiger. And they put Mad Sizzle where Masala Tiger is because that's in a high traffic area. Yeah. So of course they're going to put an upcharge venue in the high traffic area.
That's true.
She also got new livery.
She did. She got painted with that blue, the red, white, and blue hull. But then they also added the Southern Cross that is visible on P&O cruises. as they prepare the 2 ships that are moving from P&O Australia to become Carnival's Australia fleet.
How many ships are in the P&O Australia fleet?
3.
What's happening to the 3rd ship?
Don't know.
We still don't know.
But we have our speculations that we're not going to start talking about.
We're wondering if they'll be serving margaritas on that ship soon.
Maybe.
It will be interesting to see what they do with that ship.
Yes.
We're curious.
She's an old girl though, and not the most prettiest.
Yeah. So also Splendor, they redid the balcony staterooms. The staterooms got updates, and they were talking about they redid the balconies. They added whirlpools or hot tubs to the suites, so the suites got some amplification. There's just a bunch of stuff that they did to bring the new venues. They brought in, they moved pixels so they could sell more or not pixels. They moved the photo gallery or the what's the upcharge photos where you can sit for a session. Dream Studio. They expanded that.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, so they've done a bunch to the Splendor. I really want to get back on that ship to experience her.
I mean, we experienced the ship when we got to sail Alaska on her in 2022.
Yep.
And that was a difference from when she sailed in the U.S. prior to that. So she's now gone through 2 dry docks and 2 refits. So Splendor is changing.
Splendor is changing. She's evolving. I think for the better. She continues to get better as she ages. Yeah. And I can't wait to check out I can't wait to see. We won't be on her inaugural resailing, but we will definitely be watching for photos and videos. Yes. I promise you that, because we love that ship.
Right.
What did I miss? Speaking of your brother, I can't read it when that's covered. How is your brother? He is almost back to his old self. He walked Hero while he took care of Hero. He just had a follow-up doctor's appointment. They gave him the thumbs up that he doesn't need to go in for another follow-up. Oh, there we go. There's the doctor's thumbs up for another 3 months. Yep. So he has a follow-up and he has several follow-ups, but that he doesn't have a follow-up with this specific doctor for another 3 months. Right. So things are trending all in the right direction. So again, thank you everyone for your well wishes. I've shared them with Paul. He's seen them as well, because believe it or not, he does follow the channel. Yep. And so thank you. And we're just super happy that he is continuing on the road to recovery. He is still on a limited diet, so he's been eating a lot of oatmeal and cornflakes.
Sounds lovely.
Which is probably the diet Rocky and I are going to have to go on very soon, y'all. We need to do something serious as we get ready for 14 days.
Which is unfortunate because I'm hungry right now.
And my stomach has been growling during this live.
That's why I keep yawning, because I need fuel.
I'm just going to put that on the screen right there. I just did that with Paul's doctor. Give the thumbs up, so you're not going to get another one this quickly. Sorry. Oh, if you haven't already, you'll get more fireworks if you thumbs up.
That's right.
So
thank you, Craig. Real quick, he said happy day after Jimmy Buffett Day.
Yes, the happy day after Jimmy Buffett Day. We celebrated him on Facebook as well as on Instagram yesterday. His legacy yesterday, August 30th, was little itch. Jimmy Buffett Day. I don't know what's going on anymore. 2 quick last stories that I want to share, and then we are going to send you back to your weekend. This has been amazing. Thank you to everyone who has donated.
Sheila, Felita, you're all amazing.
Yes, you are all amazing. Thank you. Your views and those commercials that you watch and the donations and the super likes and the stars and the stickers, all of those help us continue to stretch out doing this just a little bit longer, living this cruise life just a little bit longer before we have to go back to the real world. Right. 2 last quick stories. Princess announced that they are raising gratuities on their fleet. They are Princess is the only Carnival Corp brand that has announced it, but we expect to see it come to the rest of the Carnival fleet. They're moving from $16 to $17. Well, let me start with the suites. $18 to $19. So they're all $1 increase. Yeah. 18 to 19 for suites, $18, 17 to 18 for mini suites, cabanas, and club class, and then $17, raising it to $17 for the standard. So right now, Carnival Cruise Line is $16 for interiors or balconies. I expect that they will take on the Princess one and raise that to $17 as well. Yeah. Not been announced, so not speculating and not spreading rumors, but once one of the brands does it, we see the rest of the brands do it quickly. We've seen it again and again. Right. Again, most people will say it's an additional $1, $14 a stateroom for a week-long sailing. Yes, we have seen that grown from when I started sailing, $12 was $12. So 7 times 7, $49, $98 for it's gone up $98. What hasn't gone up $98? I mean, honestly, in the 10 years that I've been sailing, the last thing Holland America's Rocky learned about something new. I tweeted about this previously. So remember how earlier you're like, I tweeted about Great Stirrup Key or Grand Cayman.
Half Moon Cay.
Half Moon Cay. Big building, that big building in New York with the gorilla. Remember that time that I couldn't remember what the name of it?
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't remember the Empire State Building. And I was like, that big building with the gorilla.
Yes.
His mom still teases me about that one. Yep.
Oh, am I doing this article? Is that what...
You can take it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I figure we can both take the article.
Okay. So if you didn't know, Holland America offers, what do they call it? The standby program. So there's
Really
a standby
advanced.
program. It's a really cool program. If you have flexibility in your schedule and you are interested in going on a cruise with Holland America, you can join their standby program.
From select ports.
Yeah,
from select ports.
Select ports and select itineraries, as one would expect. Yep. And the standby program used to be $49 plus taxes and port fees added onto that, and you would get into an interior cabin.
So that was last year that they launched the program in 2023. Well, they extended it, and they've enhanced it to make it even better. But with that enhancement comes a more than double the price tag, so it's now $99 a day.
However, that price tag now includes. Why are you pokey? The price tag now includes your taxes and your port fees moving forward, which is nice. So $99 still for an interior cabin, and they're adding a second option where you can go into an ocean view cabin for $129.
So what does that mean? It means that you can sign up on their standby list, and if they have a room available between 7 days to just 2 days before sailing, they will email you, call you, and let you know that you were selected for the room. Now, we just, for grins and giggles last night, we did some math. So if you were to sign up for the standby on the Eurodam, October 6th of this year, 2 people to book that sailing just outright. If you were to just book that sailing and not go on the standby program, it was $758 to book the sailing on their site.
And this was a 4-night cruise, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Yes. 4-night cruise. It was $758 to book it on their site. If you did it via the standby program, it was actually more expensive at $792. It was $34 more expensive to gamble and hope that you get a room versus just booking it outright. So the reason I use this example first is just because a line says, oh my gosh, we've launched a new program that allows you to cruise for just $99 a day, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a better value.
Right.
That's where having a trusted travel advisor who actually researches and does this work and looks at this stuff is valuable, honestly, because it actually would be a worse value to do on the standby. With that said, if you were to book solo on that same cruise, the standby program doesn't charge supplements. It doesn't charge a single supplement, which is amazing. So if you were to book that cruise as a solo cruiser, it would be $628 just to book it for one. If you were to get the standby price, $396. That's a savings of over $230 just by signing up for the standby program as a solo cruiser. And so there are ways and there are cruises out there that are better deals, but we just picked one just to do a price comparison. Not all of the itineraries are a better deal. So just keep that in mind. But what a cool concept. We've got unsold rooms.
Yep.
You can sign up to go standby, and we'll let you know up to 2 days before the cruise if you were selected.
I think I found what I'm doing while Mark is sailing through Asia and on his way over to the U.S. on the Panorama.
Rocky's going to get standby on one of the HAL ships.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
I mean, that would be amazing.
Well, he's going to research the cost first. Here's the other thing, which is interesting. If you are not, when you sign up for the program, they charge your credit card immediately. Immediately. Even if the sailing is months and months out, they charge, or whenever it is, they charge it immediately. If you don't get selected for the standby program, you get refunded that money. So, cool thing, Carnival Corporation is just holding on to that money, making interest on that money, And you might never even be selected for that cruise.
Now, if they call you and say, hey, you've been selected and you're participating in the standby program, and you realize that flights are just not going to be worth it, or you can't make it work on your own, you're out that money. That is a non-refundable rate.
It's non-refundable. So when you sign up for that standby program, know what you're signing up for.
Yep.
The interesting thing is, if someone signs up and it's a week out and they can't make it, and they say, I can't make it, and they're out the money, Hal, in theory, could move on to the next person on the standby list and resell that same room. They could sell a room, in theory, multiple times. They could actually increase their occupancy by selling that room multiple times, which is just fascinating.
Right.
So anyway, Holland America extending their it's been successful, so that they're extending their standby program, and Rocky's going to try and get on it.
I am.
Okay, what did we miss from comments?
We didn't miss anything, actually. We already got the comment about Carnival adding a dock to Half Moon Cay, so we're good there. Okay. So we're good. The only thing that I wanted to do is send us off with a few more photos from our recent sailing on Norwegian Sky.
Okay, sounds good.
Just a fun couple of pictures that I took on Embark Day of the terminal building, which was really cool, as well as on board the ship. The NCL, the little tiny NCL you see at the top, is on the funnel. And then the Norwegian Sky is text that's on the actual ship itself, which I thought was cool. Yeah, it's 2 different layers.
Oh, I didn't realize
cool?
that. Okay, yeah.
This is the itinerary that we had. Interesting.
Amazing itinerary.
I pulled this image from the app when we were sailing. And as I was looking at it this morning, I realized that the itinerary that they show is actually not the itinerary we followed. From Puerto Plata, we went to St. Thomas, not to San Juan. So anyway, I just thought it was kind of funny, but we went from Miami to Puerto Plata to St. Thomas, to Antigua to St. Martin, San Juan to Great Stirrup.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Well, okay.
What?
Thank you for joining. Thank you.
You're welcome. I put that on the screen. Oh, that's not what I wanted to select.
Oh, what did you want to select?
Yeah.
Was it one of the pictures? I think there's still one more picture.
This one.
Aww. If you like that picture of Mark and Rocky, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. That's what Blake said. Blake texted me and said, if you like that picture of Mark and Rocky, hit that thumbs up.
There
wink, wink. Okay, Blake didn't actually text me and say that, but I think that's something that seems like something Blake would say.
It does.
I was just channeling Blake by saying hit that thumbs up button. We had a great time. I mean, like I said, the ports were amazing. We had some exceptional food. You've heard us allude to the fact that it wasn't our favorite sailing. We had some unexceptional food as well. Yeah. We had some just bad experiences on board. I will say that. Yep. Caganese is probably the worst meal we've ever had on a cruise ship. We'll talk all about it in the full review. But it was not a good experience. There were several of those examples where it did not live up to our expectation.
Right.
But
all we can do is invite you to stay tuned to the channel, where we're going to be putting out several videos from our experiences on board Norwegian Sky. We've got quite a few videos and recordings that I've got to work on and
we're going to do that now. I'm going to move stuff to the dryer first.
Yes, that's
right. And then I think if we do the full review, it's going to be easy because all of that content is so close in our camera roll.
Yeah.
We're not going to have to go back far.
Fingers crossed.
So fingers crossed we can get that out soon.
Yep.
Okay.
So I think with that, I'm going to send everyone off with a couple of really beautiful photos that I took from our sailing.
There's more photos? I thought you
just...
Okay.
It's okay, just 2 of them.
Okay.
I just wanted to share these because they just came out so nice.
I love yes. They are pretty. The sunsets on the sea are the best sunsets there are.
They are.
Those are the 2 photos?
Those are the 2 photos.
Okay.
That's it. That's okay. They're nice, right? Yes, you can.
Let's come back to that.
Okay.
Bring back us.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Would you say this was a bad NCL experience or
from the ship itself?
Does that make sense? I think... Great question.
There were some programming challenges.
Yep.
And I think that may have been part of what impacted or what set our mindset for this experience. Some of the programming could have been better. The ship size was fine.
Yeah, it was.
The itinerary was great.
Yeah. So the question is, was it a Norwegian issue or was it a Norwegian Sky issue? we've talked about this, and we don't know if it's so. Cagney's example, for example, we think there could be some leadership opportunities that are specific to that Cagney's.
Yes.
But if you watch the Encore video, I didn't love Cagney's on the Encore either. Cagney's as an experience just wasn't a great. It was better.
Yeah.
It was much better than this experience. But you know, we talked to the maitre d' about the experience, and he came over. He's like, "Don't worry, I've taken care of it. And if he doesn't shape up, he's gonna get fired." Well, no, you know us. No regular cruiser says something because they want a crew member to get fired.
Yeah.
They express a concern because something isn't right. And so the maitre d' kept coming over and saying, "Oh, he's running now, because he knows if he doesn't, you know, the job's on the line." And
we don't love that.
We didn't. That was a terrible experience. And so part of it was leadership. I think part of it was the ship. Part of it, though, was I think there's part of it as NCL as well. Now, I had better internet on the Norwegian Encore, but it still wasn't great. But it was much, much better than this internet. We were pulling our hair out by the end.
We were. That's why I'm like.
That's why he's wearing his hat.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot left of it.
Trunks
Kidding. So I think there was honestly, sorry, that was a long answer, Lindsay, to the question. I think it was a combo. I do like like I said, La Cucina. I loved one of my favorite restaurants is on a Norwegian cruise ship, and that's the
Bistro.
No, the sushi one.
Oh, you always forget the name of Food Republic.
Food Republic. It's just a weird name. Food Republic to me doesn't scream this is the sushi joint.
Right.
Food Republic, the local. There are several of my favorite food venues on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
I just their style of cruising. I don't know
style of cruising.
I don't know that it appeals to us, but. As we always say, there's a cruise line and a cruise ship for everyone out there. There are a lot of Rova. Rova loves Norwegian and he loves the experience. He did say he might not do the Sky again, even as a loyal and scale cruiser. Okay. So, like I said, part of it absolutely I think had to do with the ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that was a long answer.
That was a long answer.
Let's end on a positive note. We are here together in Phoenix, Arizona. We are doing all sorts of, fun activities like laundry and vacuuming and dusting and editing, and we're going to record today as well. So there's a lot of good stuff here. Any changes that we should make back here for the recording?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Okay. I haven't been on NCL, but it seems consistent that you either love them or hate them. Interesting. Yeah, we've seen a bunch of reviews on NCL, and that does seem to be there doesn't seem to be a lot in the middle. Although I see that sometimes with Carnival too.
That's true.
It seems Carnival is also a love or hate. Maybe that is just
that's a cruise thing.
Like I always say, there's a line and a ship for everyone, and so you discover yours. We still have more cruise lines to discover.
We do,
which I'm super excited about.
We absolutely do. Well, thank you again to everyone that participated in today's live stream. And of course, another big shout out to Leandra and Sheila, as well as Felita. We really do appreciate your participation in today's
and love.
Support. Yep. And so, what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to send everyone off with hearts. Just so much love. And we know that this was a very long way to spend your Saturday morning or Saturday with us, and we appreciate you being here.
I like when they go a little bit longer. It feels like we get to have a bit more interaction. We get to hear more stories from other people. We get to tell stories. Right. We've got a lot more stories to tell, and so I know you will stick around. Thank you for telling friends, family, loved ones to join us on this cruise life journey of ours. We're still working toward that 10,000 goal.
We are.
What did I miss?
Leandra is doing whatever she can, or not Leandra, sorry. Lindsay is doing whatever she can to delay the goodbye.
I like it.
Yes, have a good weekend, everyone. Thank you for joining us, Scott. We hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We will be back here again next Saturday. Same time, same place.
In Phoenix, Arizona.
Yep.
God willing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We should be. Wow. Oh,
maybe.
Right.
We'll see.
We'll see. Maybe we'll be on location at a different spot. Who knows? You never know. That's how this cruise life runs.
That's how this cruise life runs. I mean, we might find a good deal on a cruise next weekend. We don't know. We'll see. Have a great weekend, Patrick. Have a great weekend, everybody. Love you. Thanks for being part of our cruise community, and we will see you in a week.
All right. Bye, everyone.